Alright, welcome to round one. We lost the die roll. I don't know if you go first or second in this format. Our opponent chose to play first. So it would be good if it had a mountain. 6 mountains and 20. Yeah, well, mulligan. Let's not be greedy. That's not great, but I'll keep it. Alright, so we don't have an island this time. We can cast a creature. We have a couple big guys. Yeah, we drew our Instigator Gang. Excited about that. Alright, so I talked a lot in previous videos several months ago about having a plan. So we need to figure out what he's doing and then come up with a plan. Already we see green-white. Usually green-white's aggressive, but he has nothing thus far, so it's probably lots of creatures, travel preparations, kind of thing. We haven't seen that yet. Hoping we can hit a land and play this guy turn 4 would be pretty sweet. Although if we hit an island, I might just play Tower Geist, because don't want to open our guy up to removal immediately. We'll see what happens. Here comes something. Orchard Spirit. It's a 2/2, can't be blocked, except by flyers. Alright, we hit our island. I could try to be tricky and not show him our island, but we do have Claustrophobia in our deck, which costs blue, so I think I'm going to attack first. His creature is definitely better than mine, so if he wants to block, that's fine. Yeah, he took it. Alright. Say go. Alright, so we have stuff to do, which is good. What I play next turn is probably going to depend on what he plays. If anything. If he plays nothing or something weak, I'm definitely going to play Tower Geist. If he plays something threatening, I basically have to drop the Instigator Gang. Both have 5 cards. So I did not block. He is going for 5. Well, I can't punish him for that, so I guess we're taking 5. So he might have red in his deck. Chant of the Skifsang. Alright, here's Fengraph. I think I'm content with playing Tower Geist and then blocking his guy. I would like to hit our land drop next turn. Seems a little weird to me. I guess he just had nothing better to do. Like, I don't think you just do that usually. Like, he could try to get me to make a bad block and then pump or something. Alright, do we want Fling or a Mountain? Fling is insane with this guy, but we need to get the 6 mana, so I'm going to take the Mountain. Like, if we get to 6 mana, we're probably winning this game. So we have some pretty good stuff to be doing. Nibelus of the Mist. Well, I guess we're going to hit again. Let's see, he's going to tap our Tower Geist. This is just a one-time effect. Card's pretty good. Played against it in draft time. It's real good in aggressive decks. I guess I'm going to hit F6. since I cannot do anything the rest of the turn. F6 just means that I'm going to pass priority every time I get it until the end of the turn. So he's going to hit us for 2. Nah, well, I have to not declare blockers still. There he has the mountain. Alright. So I think this turn we just play Instigator Gang. Basically we have to decide now whether to race him or not. Race being like, if it's a race, just whoever gets the other guy's life total to 0 first is going to win. Now he has this Wild Hunger, which is kind of scary. So he could hit us for 7 next turn. And put us to 6. So all these ground guys aren't going to do anything. Right. Well, this turn I'm playing Instigator. Can hit him for 6 down to 10. Next turn we can't kill him though. Wonder if I should leave Tower Geist back. No, I think we attack with it. Oh, he's blocking Ashmet. That's interesting. I am very okay with that. So he decided he doesn't want to race. He wants to play the control role, so to speak, which I think I'm fine with. Because I'm now a lot less worried about him killing us. It's also worth noting we could just take our next turn and not cast a spell to flip Instigator Gang if we want to. So, Wild Blood Pack's pretty good, but our guy's dead. Slayer the Wicked is pretty rough. Okay, that's now not an option. We could get it back with the Fengraf. But it's kind of slow. Probably not going to do that for a while. Alright, so we're going to go to 11. Do another land. Alright, so I think this turn we play Flayer of the Hatebound. We attack, he could block this, which is fine. We trade our 2-1 for his 3-2. I'd be perfectly happy with that. So let's get in there. It's worth noting, we also need to get a second creature in our graveyard before we can cast Scab Goliath. He's blocking. I'm not sure that I agree with his blocking plan in this game. Alright, so now we could cast our 6-9, or we could cast Flayer. I guess we just play the Goliath. Since now we don't have any way to exile a creature. Another creature. This guy's pretty darn good. He needs to have like a Bonds of Faith or something, or we're just gonna kill him. Next turn we can play Chant and use Haunted Fengraf. Although, oh well, we can't because we exile the Instigator. But I guess that was something I should have thought about. But I don't see us using this card. Like, we still have gas in our hand. This game's not lasting that much longer. This thing's going to kill him pretty fast, either just by attacking or by dealing him 5 damage when it comes back, and then attacking. Alright, so he just hit us for 2 and played nothing. Which is interesting, since he could have, if he had nothing better to do, he probably should have just hit us for more damage, but apparently he's not going to do that. Alright, so what might he have here? There's a couple creatures with flash. He might have the 4 mana 2/2 flyer that removes a creature from combat. Might have Ambush Viper, which would kill this, but he would still take 5. Going to attack. Let's see. Either attack with both. Yeah, I'll attack with both. It would take him his whole turn to flashback Wild Hunger, and then we'd just kill him. Yeah, Hollow Hen Spirit. Can't do anything about that. Alright, he's at 9. I think we just play this guy. And then he can attack us for 4, 7 if he flashes us back, but then he's used up all his mana. We're still at 2. And then we kill him on the backswing. Yeah, I think that's the right play. I'm going to hold up Mountain. We have nothing, but probably better to bluff that since Silent Departure is a sorcery. I don't. Okay. So yeah, I think he's resolving. This puts him in an awkward spot now, because killing this guy will deal him 5 damage. And then he probably won't be able to survive the rest of what's going on. I can tell you that next turn I am probably not attacking with Tower Geist unless something changes. Because if we get low enough, we might need to take one of these. Because I can leave Tower Geist back to block 1, and then use Chant of the Skiffsang on the other one. And then presumably not die. I don't know what he's going to do. If he attacks... I guess if he attacks with both, plays Wild Hunger, and then just plays a 1/1 and chumps this guy, then he doesn't die. Wishing we had Fling now, but it's okay. Another thing about playing this now is that it makes most of the other spells in our deck live, whereas we can cast Chant and whatever we draw off the top. Whereas if we had just played the Chant last turn, then our whole next turn would probably be taken up by playing the 6-mana creature. He seems to be tanking on whether or not to flashback Wild Hunger. If he flashes it back and then does nothing, I think he's just dead. Yep, there it is. But he paid 5 mana for it? Okay. There's a green in his mana pool. That pump spell will not kill me here. I forget what it's called. It's single green, +1/+1. Yeah, well, it's out of his pool now, yeah. This game's over. Single green, like Howl of the Hunger Pack or something. Hunger of the Howl Pack, that's what it is. So it's +1/+1, counter, or 3 if Morbid happened this turn, but no creatures have died. This is the part where you concede. The only thing is he hasn't played a land this turn, so if he plays... I don't know why he tapped that extra land. He could still go land 1/1 and possibly win, which is kind of sad, but might happen. He is in the tank. And he says, "Oh, forgot about 1 mana, lucky you." I still don't know how he would have killed me, but whatever. Alright, so he's on green-white, mid-rangey creatures. How are we going to sideboard? This doesn't appear to do anything. Not a lot of options when you use like all the cards in both colors. One-Eyed Scarecrow actually would have been pretty good that game, so I think I'll leave him in there. Does Frightful Delusion do anything? I don't think so. Maybe there's some spell I can't think of that would have killed me there, but I don't see it. Frightful Delusion. This guy doesn't seem very relevant. Although we definitely would have been able to cast him because we drew a lot of mountains. Sling would have been good, even though I discarded it. I guess like Tome Scour is not that great, but he has 3 colors. I think I'm just gonna go with what I have. I will be back for game 2.